Hey y'all, welcome. Today I will be sharing 3 healthy Valentine's Day treats. You can make these healthy treats and give them to the people that you love and eat them with the people you love. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love sweets and Valentine's Day is full of candy. These are just some other treats you can incorporate into your Valentine's Day so you're not overloaded with a bunch of processed sugar. I love processed sugar. But these treats are also a little healthier and it will make you feel just a little bit better. I also want to say thank y'all so much for 100 subscribers. That means so much to me. Y'all do not have to support me, but y'all do subscribe and that means just so much. I really, really appreciate it. All right, now let's get into it. The first recipe I will be sharing is a pink smoothie bowl. This is inspired by Jasmine Tyler's recipe, so I will link that down below. You will just need a bunch of frozen fruit, frozen raspberries, frozen pineapple, frozen banana, and almond milk. I am actually using one whole frozen banana, but it is just split in two, so there's half in one and half in the other bag. Get out a blender or a food processor. I have this little Ninja blender thing. Probably should have used the bigger version that we have because I stuffed it so full, but it's okay. Just put all of your frozen fruit into the blender. Now the key to getting it very thick and creamy is to not put so much almond milk. Don't put a ton of liquid because it's going to be more like a smoothie, not a smoothie bowl. So I just put probably about 1/8 of a cup of almond milk and then I just blended that sucker up. Blend it and then you're going to have to scrape it and push the fruit that hasn't been blended up to the bottom and just continue doing this because I promise it will become a very thick and creamy smoothie bowl, but you do have to work with it. You definitely have to press the fruit down and kind of like you're baking. You know, you scrape the sides of the bowl with a spatula when you're baking. This is kind of like that, but with frozen fruit in a smoothie bowl. Now it is all blended up and it is so pretty. I love this pink color and it's perfect for Valentine's Day. And look how thick it is. Like, it is not coming off. It's like a Dairy Queen Blizzard. I could turn this thing upside down and it would not move. Crazy. I smooth it out to make it look all pretty and aesthetic. Like, I don't even know how to do it, but I tried. And then I washed some strawberries and raspberries because I think those fruits would look really good and very holiday festive-ish for Valentine's Day on top of the pink smoothie bowl. I just cut the strawberries into fourths and just washed the raspberries. I didn't cut up the raspberries. Then I placed them on top of the smoothie bowl. Then I put gingerbread granola on top that I made in my healthy Christmas treats video. You could also use any type of granola, cereal, or nut just to add a little crunch and to add some fat to your meal so it's a little more balanced rather than just all the carbs from the fruit. And there you go. There is your smoothie bowl. It is so pretty and it really does remind me of Valentine's Day. It's just a big bowl of pink and red goodness. I mean, of course it's Valentine's themed. I tasted it and it was absolutely delicious, so yummy. And if you don't like raspberries, you could use strawberries, or if you don't like either of those, you could use any other red or pink fruit. There are a lot of ways you can customize this smoothie bowl. The next recipe is a yogurt covered fruit. Now I'm using strawberries and raspberries because they are red and they remind me of Valentine's Day, but if you don't like those fruits, you can use any other fruit. They don't even have to be red, but because it's a Valentine's Day video, I am showing you these fruits. I washed them and then dried them and cut off the tops of the strawberries. The yogurt I am using today is Canon Light and Fit Greek yogurt. This is the banana cream flavor. I wanted to use one that was lighter on the outside, so it was a very good contrast to the bright red. Any yogurt you can use though, it doesn't matter what kind. I put the strawberry on the end of a fork and put it into the yogurt and just spun it around so it would be covered in the yogurt. And I continue to do this with all of the strawberries. And for the raspberries, I just plopped all of them in the rest of the yogurt and mix it around because this is pretty much the easiest way to do it rather than individually dipping the raspberries. Then I just fished the raspberries out and put them onto the plate. Now this is just a regular dinner plate that I'm going to stick in the freezer, so you can put it on a parchment paper lined pan, or you can just do this, because to me this is a lot easier to put it on a plate. Then if I saw any sparse areas, I'd put the yogurt over it, and then it was time to put it in the freezer for about 1 to 2 hours. And then take them out, and you have to let them sit for just like a few seconds or maybe a minute for you to be able to eat them without them being too icy, if that makes any sense. Then they will melt in your mouth, and it is just so good. But you do have to store them in the freezer, so make sure you just put them back in the freezer when you're done eating them. The last recipe I am sharing uses a beet. This is the first time I've ever had a beet. It is a vegetable. I learned how to work with it in this video, and it was very fun, so I watched it. And to bake it, I'm actually just going to bake it in the microwave like you would a potato. So I pierced the beet with a fork all around it so it wouldn't explode in the microwave. I wrapped it in a cling wrap, and then I put it in the microwave for about 5 minutes and 30 seconds. You can do it for about 5 to 6 minutes, so I just split it halfway and did 5.5 minutes. After it is done, make sure you are extremely careful taking it out because it's going to be really hot, and just let it sit to cool. While you're letting it sit to cool, get out a blender again, and we're going to make our own nut butter. This is my first time ever making it, and it was amazing. I put in 1.5 cups of plain peanuts. You can use any nut. You can use cashews, almonds, hazelnuts, pecans, any kind of nut. I had peanuts, so I decided to use peanuts. Then just blend them up and continue blending them until you create a nut butter. Now, I did not think this was going to happen at all, but it really does. The natural oils from the nuts come out and make a creamy consistency. Now, just like you did with a smoothie bowl, scrape down the sides until you get a really nice creamy consistency. Like, that's insane to me. This is crazy that it actually makes a nut butter, but I was extremely impressed. Now, unwrap the beet and peel the skin off. Now, it's going to be kind of hard to peel the skin off, so just get as much off as you can, but your fingers will be dyed pink, trust me. It does come off very easily with just some soap and water, but my fingers look crazy right now, I know. Once I peeled it, I put the beet into the beet blender and blended it with the peanut butter. And look at this color. Isn't that crazy? It is so awesome that it actually makes this bright pink / purplish red color. It's so cool to me. Then I put 2 tablespoons of maple syrup into the mixture to add a little bit of sweetness. And I blended it up one last time. This is awesome, isn't it? It looks so cool to me. I put it in a bowl and stuck it in the fridge while I prepare the chocolate. Get out about 1 full bag of chocolate chips and about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of coconut oil and microwave it in 15-second increments, stirring in between. It took me about 1 minute and 15 seconds to get it to the right consistency, so just keep working with it until you get what you need. Now you're gonna need some mini muffin tins. I highly recommend that you have paper liners for the mini muffin tins because that makes it so much easier to get out in the end. You will definitely see that. Put a thin layer of chocolate in the bottom of a muffin tin. If you don't have the mini muffin tins, you can of course just use regular muffin tins. And stick it in the fridge to set for about 15 to 20 minutes. After the 15 to 20 minutes are up, get everything out of the fridge and start rolling the nut butter beet mixture into little balls and then press them down on top of the chocolate. And do this for every one of them. Now you're gonna put more chocolate on top to create a little, kind of like a Reese's cup, but it's a beet nut butter cup. I ended up having to melt more chocolate, so I recommend that you make sure you have a full bag of chocolate to make at least 12 of them. Make sure you tap it onto your counter as well so that all the air bubbles are out and that they are even. Put them back in the fridge for about 30 minutes to an hour and then take them out, and here is what happened. I ended up having a little bit of a struggle, but I will explain what happened here. I need to explain what I did here. I ran warm water on the bottom of the muffin tin that held the chocolate, and it started to melt it a little too much, so I had to put it back in the fridge. But if you do run warm water under it, it will loosen it up so you can actually get it out. And then I put it on the plate and put it back in the fridge so they would harden up a little bit more. They were not the prettiest because I didn't have any muffin tin liners for the mini ones. It would have been a lot better if I did. So if you have muffin tin liners, that would be great. But obviously you don't have to have them. They still are really yummy and still look good if you don't. But here they are. They look super nice to me. And on the inside, they are a beautiful pinkish purple color. I think it is so pretty and it's so Valentine's Day themed. It is so awesome. And I think these taste absolutely amazing. The Bible verse I want to talk about today is Romans 12:9. Love must be sincere, hate what is evil, cling to what is good. I think I have talked about this before on my channel, but let's just talk about it again. Love must be sincere. On Valentine's Day, we're probably talking a lot about love or thinking about love, and love must be sincere. We must really genuinely care for other people and want to help them and want to love them. And as Christians, if you are a Christian, then we are supposed to love others no matter what. We honestly do not have to like everyone. We do not have to like their choices. We don't have to agree with their decisions, but we have to love them, and we can love them by serving them and helping them out or making them these treats. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. Don't forget that you are welcome to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. I really hope y'all try some of these treats out, and I hope y'all have a wonderful Valentine's Day this upcoming Sunday. Be a blessing to others today. Bye guys.